Hey Rob, what if the solution to my problem is to talk to my players, but that's awkward and I don't want to? That's a very good question. Usually, quite often, the solution that I give when people ask me for advice is talk to your players. But talking is hard. Here's the thing. People think that just because we can talk, we can communicate. And I think that those are different things. Communication is a skill that needs to be worked on and practiced. If I asked you to change the carburetor on my car, chances are, I'm sure I'm going to get lots of comments from people who are actually mechanics and know how to do it, so that would be a bad example. But for all there's many, many more of us that don't know how to do that, chances are we don't know how to do it. And so if you were required to do so, you would look up how to do it, you'd read manuals on it, you'd watch YouTube how-to videos, you'd listen to podcasts about how to be a mechanic, you'd start looking up, you'd ask for advice from people who are mechanics, experts in it. You would understand that that is a skill you do not have, but that it's a skill that you can teach yourself. When it comes to communication, people think talking is communicating, and it's not. Communicating effectively, understanding how you are communicating, understanding people's psychology behind how they're going to receive being approached in certain ways. These are skills you can learn through reading books about it, listening to podcasts about communication, talking to experts, going to therapy and understanding how therapists talk, and just basically putting in the effort to learn the skill of communication. And I think it's a vital skill to have. Understanding defensiveness, understanding people's traumas and how you can trigger it by asking certain things certain ways. Asking what and how questions rather than why questions, because why can feel like you're challenging somebody and then they feel defensive as if they have to defend why they're doing something, rather than what brought you to making that decision, or what is it that makes you think this way, or can you help me to understand why this happens, or whatever. Understanding that there is different wording choices you can use, different body language you can use, different levels of eye contact. Maybe your players are on the neurodivergent spectrum, and if you understand communication skills, you can understand that maybe approaching them directly or looking at them in the eye could be quite defensive, could make them quite defensive or feel triggered or not enjoying this situation, and then they're just going to shut down, or they're going to get aggressive, or they're going to whatever. So there's a whole bunch to it that you can learn. You can learn how to be better at communicating. You can learn how to be less awkward at communicating. Things like there's one podcast I listen to that talks about the triforce of communication, they call it. They say that understanding the need behind why somebody is talking to you about something. Somebody comes home and says, "Man, I've had a shit day at work today." If your response is to go, "Oh, tell me about it," and then start suggesting ways that they could. Have you tried just talking to HR about it? You should email the boss. You should do blah 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 blah. Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they wanted you to suggest solutions that they hadn't thought of. But maybe they just wanted to rant. Maybe they wanted just somebody to vent to. Or maybe they wanted to have somebody who would show them support but not offer suggestions. So it's like, do you want just somebody to vent? Do you want somebody to just be here with you? Or do you want somebody to offer you things you might not have considered? And understanding those things is another powerful part about communication skills. It's knowing how to offer that and go, are you listening? Are you looking for solutions here? Or do you just want me to say, yeah, she is a bitch. Fuck that Stacey, I've never liked her, blah blah blah, and just like be there to kind of vent about it. There's a lot, man. There's a lot about communication. HALT is a great tool to use as well. HALT. If you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, this is often for relationship communication, but applies to any kind of communication, I think. If you understand that there is something about your biological chemistry, your biochemistry, that is kind of off, it's going to make for less effective communication. You're not going to get to find a place of understanding if one of you is coming at it from being hungry or angry or tired or something else. And it is good time to halt in those moments. It's a handy acronym. You remember to halt. You say, let's come at this again in a moment. and you can come back to it later with a level head. You can go get something to eat, you can have a rest, you can take a break from that particular argument, you can cool down, whatever it is, and then you can come back to it and say, hey man, I'm really sorry that things got heated there, I didn't mean it to. I know that we're on the same page here, I just want to know what it is about the game that makes you feel this way, because it's making me feel this way. Blah, blah, blah. And yes, it's awkward, but it's something worth doing. So good luck. Hey there. Thanks for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to support me in ways that doesn't cost you anything, you can tell your friends or colleagues or family or Reddit threads or just post the video somewhere. Thanks.